I'm going to record now. Oh, here comes an airplane. That sounds like a big one. Oh, here comes a big one. Oh my God, this is gonna go it. Holy cow.
Back at ground zero, the taxi has been positioned 100 feet behind the plane. So, what's the plan?
Do I look excited? Well, I am. We're ready to test the jet taxi myth, and this is the setup. We got our 747 in position. We got our taxi in place. We got our breakaway line attached to our cable, which is attached to our tow truck. Now all we need to do is have the captain fire up these engines, have the tow truck pull the taxi cab through the jet blast, and hopefully we'll flip this cab.
And of course, our taxi will be driven by the ever unfortunate Buster.
Change. Good luck, buddy.
Any last thoughts from our hero driver? In the cockpit, pilot Philip fires up the plane.
Engine stable.
Roll back.
Auto cutout.
All parameters check.
Roger.
With Buster having a career crisis,
I wonder if Mike Rowe is hiring.
Philip puts the throttle to the metal. The jump in volume is immense as the engines scream at full power. Time to hail our cab. It's now or never for the taxi. Will it flip or will this myth flop?
The second that taxi hit the jet blast, the hood just ripped off. Then the taxi, it looked like it exploded, pulled off, and the entire thing flipped end over end as if it was a playing card in the wind.
The force was so great that our in-car camera was busted the moment the taxi hit the stream. This kind of reckless driving is going to do nothing to enhance the reputation of cab drivers. But it does confirm the myth. A result that's left the car.
That is incredible.
Next up, will a school bus get caned?
There's a lot of flat surface area here, and if you've ever driven a van on a windy day, it just pushes it. So I think this thing is just gonna whoosh.
Then best buckle up Buster nice and tight.
All right, go ahead and fire up the engines when you're ready.
Things stabilized, looks good.
Send it up.
The engines start to turn over, and it's not long before they're ready to go full throttle. The engines soon reach full power scream, and the bus begins its tortuous journey. Now this bus schools out, but will it be over and out? Whoa, it sure will. The bus will be reported, you know. Our team is like a bunch of excited school kids.
It was probably one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time, and we see a lot of cool things here on Mythbusters. The bus got lift, probably about 6 or 8 feet off the ground. That's probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, the taxi was one thing, but that bus? I will never get that image out of my head. I mean, it got into the air, it had hang time, it actually had hang time. I cannot wait to see the high speed.
Then here it is, Karen. the bus hits the jet stream. Its huge surface area acts like a giant sail, and it gets picked up and dumped like a yacht in a hurricane.
What the heck?